Attitude fan. I'm here back again, doing kind of a what I think is supposed to be a good match on stream. As you can kind of see my Macho Man Randy Savage shirt there. Okay, so we're gonna go back to WCW, November 15th, 1999, from Arkansas. This is where they're at this week, and basically WCW at this point, I'm out. I don't think I'm watching at all anymore. Who really knows what's going on? There's so much going on. None of the storylines really make sense. Nothing really makes sense. And the match that I'm doing is Goldberg versus Curt Hennig, aka Mr. Perfect. I guess if Goldberg pins Hennig, then his career is over. So yeah, okay. I'm not sure why. They don't really go into detail. Basically, the match is very quick. The technical match only lasts 4 minutes, and I say that because basically Kurt attacks Goldberg in the back while he's doing his big entrance, and they fight their way to the ring, which takes about 3 minutes. It's weird though because the referee blows the or rings the bell before they even get in the ring. Like they're still like on the entrance ramp, and he rings the bell. Makes no sense, but again, this is WCW. And the match from there is pretty quick. Hennig basically kind of beats Goldberg around a little bit, and Goldberg basically just gets him in the submission because at this point Goldberg was trying to submission out. Okay, I don't know why Goldberg needs a submission move, but whatever. Basically Curt Hennig just kind of quits like very quickly once he was in this hopefully quits, and then the commentators are basically like, okay, well Hennig didn't get pinned, um, which again is very strange. I don't understand. But this is WCW at this point for you. It makes no sense. You have two big names. I mean, Kurt Hennig at this point is still pretty big. Goldberg obviously still at the peak, and you have a 4 minute match that nothing really happens. And this is all Nitro, so okay, whatever. But Hennig's career is kind of on the line here, and this is just a quick match. This makes no sense. This is what WCW was at this point. Uh, just wow is all I gotta say about this match. Should have been great on paper. You're thinking Hennig's last match possibly. Goldberg, is doing pretty well. He's supposed to have a match for pay-per-view this upcoming Sunday. He's supposed to have a match with Sid Vicious. You thinking maybe something happens there. It was just very strange. It was a weak match. It had potential. Yeah, just nothing. I mean, nothing happens. Goldberg literally does like one offensive move once they're in the ring. Hennig basically doesn't really do much. Just kind of beats on Goldberg a little bit. After the bell rings, Goldberg does jackhammer him. Okay, well, cool. Yeah, this boring match, WCW, very boring match. I'm still gonna go 2 stars. Because it did have my attention, just because of how big the names were. So I'm still gonna go 2 stars. But I'm pissed off that I'm giving it 2 stars. I kind of hate myself for giving it 2 stars. I do want to talk about the rest of the show because, wow, this is when you just think of late 1999 WCW, these matches make perfect sense. And there's a lot of matches on this card too, by the way. It's insane how many matches they get in a 3-hour show. It starts off with Norman Smiley beating Jimmy Hart in a hardcore match. Why is Jimmy Hart in a match? I don't even care if it's a hardcore match. Why is Jimmy Hart in a match? It lasts 4 minutes. Wow. Okay. I would love to see that match. I think I'm probably gonna do that match at some point on the show because I just want to see how bad that match is. Next up, we had a 2-on-1 handicap match. A Creative Control, which is Gerald and Patrick, defeat Booker T. Took 2 minutes. I don't even remember who Creative Control was, but why are they beating Booker T? Booker T is like your guy at this point, or should be your guy. And why does it only last 2 minutes? Next up, you have Evan Courageous, who comes out with Medusa. Man, I thought Evan Courageous was going to be big. I really did. Medusa was pretty cool. He defeats Johnny Boone. I don't think I know who Johnny Boone is. It lasted 2 minutes. This, though, it looks like the most exciting match of the night. I'm going to read what it is. It's a 5-way pinata on a pole match. Pinata on a pole match. And look at the participants. First of all, you have El Dandy. Who are we to doubt him? Already know this is going to be a banger rubber match. You have Juventud Guerrero, Psychosis, Silver King, and Villano 5. Not Villano 4, Villano 5. Somehow it ends in a no contest, and it lasted 4 minutes. First of all, how does it end in a no contest? Secondly, why are they fighting for this pinata? And thirdly, how does it only last 4 minutes? What happened in this match? Then, of course, we get the Goldberg and Curt Hennig match. We get a 3-on-2 handicap match here. Berlin and The Wall. Okay, good team. They defeat the Misfits of Johnny Only, and that's Johnny Only and Question Mark and Vampiro. Who's Question Mark? And okay, it lasted 3.5 minutes. All these matches are super quick. This is such a bad show. Oh my God. Okay, we get a WCW World Title match. Okay, it lasted 2 minutes. It was actually a no contest. This ends in a no contest. Rick Steiner is the champion fighting Sid Vicious. I mean, Sid Vicious is fighting Goldberg in the pay-per-view, so what's the point of him winning? But what's the point of this match? And why does it only last 2 minutes? And another no contest. So, wow, okay. So I guess they have a tournament for their WCW World Title at this point. I guess it's vacant. We have the quarterfinal match here. Chris Benoit defeats Scott Hall, who came out with Kevin Nash. Lasted 9 minutes. Okay, there we go. We finally get a really good match on the show. I like it. Okay, then you get another quarterfinal matchup. Bret Hart defeated Kidman. Remember, they were trying to push Kidman, and I loved it because I liked Kidman a lot. Kidman came out with Eddie Guerrero, Conan, Rey Mysterio Jr., and Torrie Wilson. I'm a big fan of Torrie Wilson even at this point. And even now, today, still a huge fan of Torrie Wilson. Match only lasted 3 minutes. Okay. Way to push Kidman, guys. Another quarterfinal match. Jeff Jarrett defeated Buff Bagwell, 2 minutes. Sure. Okay. House of Pain tag team match. I'm guessing that's a no DQ hardcore match. Eddie Guerrero and Conan beat Dean Malenko and Perry Saturn. They came out with Asia and Shane Douglas. It's a House of Pain, so I'm guessing it's a no DQ match, but it ends in disqualification either two. Of course, because WCW. Another quarterfinal match for the World Title. Defeated the total. Took 4 minutes. That's your match of the night. Why does it only last 4 minutes? I don't know. Then the main event, we get Sid Vicious again, who'd already fought earlier against Rick Steiner for the television title in no contest. I'm guessing it was no contest because Kevin Nash comes out, because that's who he fights here. This is an anything goes street fight that ends in a no contest. Under 7 minutes. Kevin Nash and Sid Vicious. Why do you have Sid Vicious fighting all these guys when he's supposed to have a fight with Goldberg at the pay-per-view? Oh my God. Overall, the whole show just sounds like it sucks. And it mostly sucks because these matches make no sense, including the one that I started the show talking about, which was Goldberg and Curt Hennig. Very boring match. Very horrible match. Like I said, I guess 2 stars, because I'm an idiot. But yeah, don't watch late 1999 WCW. This is the kind of crap that you're going to get. And that's it for the show, guys. Attitude fans are going to sign off. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And we'll see if next time we can get a better match for you. Till then.